Hey, this is Vicar Josh here at Messiah Lutheran in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Let's be honest, when you come to a new church for the first time, it's a little scary. You don't always know where to go. Sometimes you don't know what to expect. So we decided we were going to make some videos to try to relieve some of that stress for you when you come to visit us. This is the basics video. This will tell you things like where to park and how to get into the church. There's also other videos on our website on the I'm New page that will tell you a little bit more about the worship services we have and what you can expect from those. So one of the first questions that people have when they come to a new church is, where do I park? That's a good question. If you look right over here, you'll see that we're blessed with a really large parking area. If there's not parking spaces there, and there almost always is, we also have other parking on the street here on Howard Street, over on Southern Avenue, and also on the next road over on George Street. So you never really have to worry about there not being parking. The other thing you might notice is that there seems to be a lot of doors, but the only one you really need to worry about is the one right here. Right across from the parking lot, you'll see the worship entrance. There's even a sign that tells you where to go. If you have handicap needs, we also have an accessible entrance back here on Bald Eagle Alley, and I'll show you where that is. Our handicap entrance is right back here. There's parking for handicap spaces. There's also a low entrance doorway. That way people can get in if they have mobility issues. Let's go into the worship entrance and check out the narthex. When you first come into the worship entrance, the very first thing you'll see is an area to hang up your coats. When you come a little bit further, you'll see the narthex itself, what we call the entrance hall. This is kind of a hub of activity before the worship service. There's a lot of things that happen here in the narthex. We have the busy bag station for children's ministry. That way kids can stay engaged during the worship service. We also have bulletin boards that tell you what's going on here in the congregation. And a lot of times we have coffee hours after worship. Coffee hour is usually right over here. There's an entrance to the chapel right over here on the left, which allows you a quiet place to pray before worship. And then the entrance to the sanctuary is right over here. Another question people sometimes have is, where are the bathrooms? They're this way.
You're signed up to go to one later.
Good morning. Good morning. Did you do a good job? Good.
The restrooms are right over here. They're fully handicap accessible, and they're right next to our elevator, which will help you get up to the upper floors if you're not able to use the stairs. The stairs are right over here. The stairs will take you up to the third floor, which is where we have Sunday school, or down to Shaheen Hall, which is where we have our fellowship hall. Now, quick note about Sunday school. We don't have any requirements for Sunday school. It's open to children of all ages. We also have a youth class and an adult class. There's no registration involved. All you have to do is show up at 9:30 in the morning to the third floor, and we'll get your child where they need to be so that they can have fun with other kids their age before worship or after worship, depending on which service you come to. The handicap accessible entrance that I was mentioning earlier is actually right here behind us. So you can see that no matter which entrance you use, you're going to end up in the same place in the narthex. We have a lot of opportunities here, and we really appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. If you have other questions about our worship service, please continue down to the other videos on the I'm New page. They'll tell you everything you need to know. We look forward to seeing you, and if you have any questions, call us at the church office, send us an email, get us a hold on Facebook Messenger. We're always willing to answer your questions. There's no question that's too silly. Thanks for watching.